Hello, today we're talking about planning and desk day. Hi, my name is FlyLady Kat, and I'm here today to give you peace in your life, control in your home, and to help you learn how to finally love yourself. If that's what's missing in your life, please subscribe to this video and hit the notification bell. You will get 5 visits from me every week. Monday is a live video, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, recorded videos for you, and Friday, I'll be pulling something out of the archives from my Patreon videos and let you get a little taste of that. Okay, let's talk about planning and desk day. The first thing you need for planning and desk day is a planner. I'm going to recommend my friend from She's in Her Apron, Kimmy Hughes, has created a She's in Her Apron planner. This is the one for 2021. The one for 2022 will be coming out shortly. If you have a planner, that is the best tool you can use for doing planning and desk day, but also for just taking care of your home and following your routines. It's the tool. You know how people say, especially men will say, you got to have the right tools for the job. Well, I agree. And one of the best tools we can have is right here, this planner. So you can use any planner you like, but this planner was written with FlyLady system in mind by my friend and mentee. She was one of my mentees at one time, Kimmy Hughes. It is a fantastic planner, and if you don't already have one, I do recommend you get one for next year. Okay, so you got to have a planner. For planning and desk day, it's got 4 parts. You're going to do planning, you're going to do food, you're going to do finance, and you're going to do your inbox. So we're going to always start with actually food, not planning. So food. So you're going to go look in your refrigerator, your freezer, and your pantry, and you're going to figure out what you've got in there. Now, one of the things that Kimmy has in her book is actually a help for you in that area, and it is the Shop Your Shelves pages. I've filled mine all out, but it's Shop Your Shelves, where you can keep track of what's in your freezer, your fridge, your pantry, and if you have any freezer meals. That's what this is. And on this page is where you can write down some of your menu planning ideas for the month and some of the things you might need to buy in order to get some of these menus on the table. So when you're planning out your menu for the week, you can go back to that Shop Your Shelves page, or you can go look in your refrigerator. How nice is it just to sit at your desk and go over this and say, oh, I know what I'm going to fix, and then pull it out and know that you've got to serve it that week. One of the things you want to do for the week is to make your menu up, and I'll show you mine. So once you've shopped your shelves, you can say, okay, these are the things I want to serve this week. I got to get to the page. Here's my week. So this is my week, and right here are my menus for the week. So I've written down what I'm going to serve right here. And so that's what you're going to do. Tonight we're having sour cream pork chops. All right, so, and we're having chicken paprikash, and we're having ham steak with green beans, and we're having steak and peppers with brown rice, and we had some leftovers on Monday. I'm not going to write anything for Saturday and Sunday because I'm probably going to move that Thursday. I forgot we're going out to dinner Thursday night with my daughters and their husbands. So we'll move that ham steak to the weekend, and usually one day out of the week we eat something that we buy from the store. Not groceries that we have to make, but like wings, or we go out and get barbecue or something like that. So that's what we plan. So plan out your menu. That's number 1 from using your refrigerator. Now, looking in your refrigerator is important because you need to wipe down some things in there. You want to wipe down your milk if it's drippy, or your jelly jars. You want to move things around, get them where they belong. Look and make sure that you haven't let something go bad. Get that out of there if you have, or look to see what needs to be used up immediately so you can put it in your menu. And then after you've done that, you make your grocery list. So you've got a menu, so you're going to make your grocery list, and the grocery list is going to be everything that you don't have to complete that menu, and also to give yourself enough breakfast, lunch, and snacks for the family. So you fill that in. If you make that on a Walmart app, or a Kroger app, or a Publix app, or it doesn't matter, even I think, what's it called? I can't think of the name of the real discount store. It starts with an A. Anyway, I think that even has one. So make your list, and then you'll get an estimate of how much that's going to cost. And now you can go to the second part of your planning and desk day, which is finances. does that amount fit in with your budget? Do you have a budget? You know how much you're supposed to spend, or you're allowing yourself to spend on groceries every week? So that's what you're going to do. You're going to look at your budget. You're going to look at your checking account to make sure. Just go online and look at that bank account, make sure it looks good, everything looks right. The things that were supposed to be taken out were taken out. There's no duplicates where things have been taken out twice, and also that you haven't forgotten to pay something. So you're going to look to see that, look at your bills, pay any bills that need to be paid, and that's about it for your finances. Next, you're going to look at your inbox, and that's where you've put all those action items, those paper items that you've gone through during the week. If you're going through your inch a week, going through your paper clutter, then in 6 days, you will have accumulated a little bit in that box, your inbox. If you're only going through an inch a day, the most that can be in there is 6 inches, which is not going to happen. 90% of our paper clutter is trash. So maybe you'll have a little bit in there, and you need to go through that. And those action items will need to be filed, paid, called on, put in your planner, whatever it is, planning to call somebody during the week or whatever, just put that in your planner. That's it. Next, we're going to do, so that's food, finance, inbox, and the last part is your planner. And that's when you take this planner and you plan out your week. You go to the week at a glance, the month at a glance, and you get the things off of there that you've got. Like I've got to have some fasting blood work tomorrow, so I've written it right here. I've got to call my chiropractor. I've written it in here. I'm going to dinner with my children. I've written it in here. I've got a book club. I've got that written here. So that's all written in. And then I've got all my morning routines that I want to keep track of, all my evening routines, my zone. What are the things I'm doing in my zone? Next week that you're planning for is going to be zone 5. That's the living room. So it would say zone 5, living room. That's what you're going to write for next week. This week it happens to be the bedroom. And then there's a place for focus. If you have something that's going to be your focus for the week. I don't have a focus this week. I'm unfocused. But I've had focuses in the past. And then, make yourself a promise. There's a place for to-dos and brain dumps. So if you have something that you need to pull forward from last week that you maybe wrote down, but it wasn't in your plan any other place, maybe you want to bring it over, or you want to make sure you're going to know that's there so you can put things there. And the last is your expenses, what you've spent. Sometimes I write no spend in red, so I won't spend anything out of my expenses that week if that's the plan. So that's your planning and desk day. It takes about 2 hours, at least 30 minutes for each of those areas once you learn how to do it. So again, it's food, finance, inbox, planner. But in the beginning, it might take you longer, especially if you haven't looked at your checking account thoroughly in a long time, or you haven't gone through your inbox in a long time. So you want to get through that, and sometimes that inbox actually becomes paper clutter. So you can just take it all out if you know there's nothing pressing in there and put it in your paper clutter pile. Start going through it 1 inch at a time, because many times we just throw junk in our paper inbox. Okay? All right, so that's how we do planning and desk day. If you are an at-home homemaker, I like you to do planning and desk day. Typically, classically, that is done on Wednesdays. So that's when you would do that. Thursdays, you would run your errands. If you are a payroll homemaker, your planning and desk day most likely is going to be in a quiet time on the weekend, like Sunday afternoon, where it's just quiet and you have some time to be quiet and reflective and really think. Your husband's there, he can help with the children, whatever. Help parent the children. They don't babysit, they parent the children. So you can work on that, have a little quiet time to go through groceries, etc. Some of you don't do your own finances, and that's fine, but maybe you still need to know the budget, so you want to know if you're going over on anything. So that's important. All right, and then once you get this down, it's 2 hours, boom, boom, boom. You can even split it up in 4 parts if that works better for you, especially payroll homemakers. You may not have a whole chunk of 2 hours on a weekend, but maybe you have a half hour on Saturday, a half hour on Sunday, and maybe on Tuesday and Thursday you take a couple half hours and do it. That's important that you get this done. You're planning for next Monday to Sunday, next Monday to Sunday. So it's real important that you do that. One thing I want you to be aware of is if you have planned meals for the rest of this week, especially my at-home homemakers who are in the middle of the week planning for next week, I want you to make sure that you don't double plan for something. Make sure you mark it off. That's beauty of this little planner that you can mark it off when you take it out. So if you only have enough chicken for one meal and you say, oh, I've already reserved, put down chicken, and then you go to look at your refrigerator, your freezer, and you see chicken, you say, oh good, we can have chicken next week. Well, no, not if you've already planned it for this week. So be mindful when you're doing that. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you always remember that you are beautiful. So be beautiful.